camper van travels camper van travels. No matter.
Right, so I'm just going to move van slightly forward now. Van's cold from last night, so let's find out how she kicks up this morning. Happy days. That's a nice sound. Right, I think it's a rubbish up lens actually. Sorry, I've just smeared grease across the lens, haven't I? Hang on. I'm right minging, so you'll end up with a really greasy. It looks better, whether it isn't, I don't know. Right then. So, I'm going to show you recording. So, what do we need for this next bit? I've got to run the van forward onto the path, right off onto the path, so that the back and the front of the van are sort of level. I'm going to go and get a piece of steel that I can put on the path because I don't know how solid this path is. So I always put a little lump of steel on the path. Then I'll use my jack to jack the front of the van up off the ground totally, off the cross member across the front. Then I will put these, I call them stirrups, just the stands, underneath the sides of the van to ensure I don't kill myself. What have I done here? I managed to lock that one in place. Oh, I've done it. so that the van won't fall down and squash me. Even though the van is actually technically on a level, I always put the little chocks at the back of the back wheels just to make sure. In fact, I might get builders and put them at front wheels as well. But it doesn't matter really because the back handbrake's on. Just come up against a funny situation. I put the van a bit forward like I said I was going to do, so I've got all this space here, and I realised that side of the path is a lot higher than that. So when I got it on here, start jacking up, I realised it would take me about 40 minutes to get that wheel off the ground. So I've backed it up now, so that's more or less level, and there's a little spot in the middle there where I can get me metal plate and my jacket. I'd have been there forever. And also it's held against that piece of concrete there, so it's not going to roll forward, and I've got chocks in it back. Right, so I think I mentioned before, that sort of handle, that's the steering that's moving, alright, not to worry about that. The bit I'm worried about is the vertical axis, that one. So if we feel this now, look, there's nothing, there's no there at all, it's just solid, which tells me that the kingpins are in good order, and that's because I re-grease them every 4 months. There's no there at all. Let's go and check the other one. Oh dear. No, it's solid. That's solid. It's off ground and that's solid. Solid as a rock. That. It's other way, sideways. We've got rock in it because it's steering. But if I was to turn the engine over now, it wouldn't even move laterally either. Like your kingpin, if you can see them up and you can see, is your cross member. Yeah, goes up here. And your kingpin is all the way through that part there, and you've got a nipple. I'm scared to say nipple in case YouTube picks up on it. Your ripple is there. The other one is on top. And what we're looking for when we squeeze that grease into there is grease coming out of these points here. See all this here? Mainly at back, it's going to be difficult to show you that. But you get grease coming out of these 2 points here, because that's a steel pin that runs through and it has a bearing in the bottom. Alright, so the bearing basically is what the kingpin rides on. So you got all this steering here, your knuckles coming through onto there, and these pins take the lateral movement of the wheel and the weight of the van, so they've really got to be looked after. Whatever you do, don't put it in them nipples. your brake calipers won't like you for it. On these great brake calipers, there's actually there's a bleed there, and inside the hub area there's another nipple for bleeding the wheels up, and a lot of people don't know about it, and the best way to get to it is through the hole in the hub of the wheel. So there you go, or you could do it without the wheel on, obviously, but so there you go, one at the bottom, one at the top. I've got that lovely job now of loading up the grease gun, which I absolutely hate. I hate that job. Look who's come to see us!
Hello.
Oh!
I've just done a road test, so I thought I'd go around and see what you're up to.
You know that company was in at me, but he knows his son's out, I'm doing that.
I know he's out under the van.
You actually phoned me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just phoned to say I know you do it, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Hello everybody. I'm sorry I've not been up videos, he's just been greedy and hugging up film.
Because I've had to do my van, and while I'm doing van I might as well be showing people what I'm doing. But I've done me rear diff yesterday.
Done your diff.
Done me diff.
Done your diff.
It's now different.
And it were ready, wasn't it?
It were well ready, yeah. Only about a litre of oil in it. It were like glue.
I've got some new walkie-talkies coming because I'm getting scared. Every time, but the walkie-talkies we've got, you've got to pick them up to talk.
Which is legal.
Which is like, but when a copper sees you doing it, a police officer is gonna pull you over, isn't you, sir?
They might do, yeah, but they can't do that because the walkie-talkies.
Mr. Ian and Mr. E.
You're legally allowed to use a walkie-talkie. You use a walkie-talkie.
So I bought some with some earpieces in, so I could hear him chuntering it all the
Well,
time.
I've got things on my foot, earpieces. You could just got earpieces. We're cancelling them now.
For what, dear?
They aren't the cheap. But we'll see how we go. Right, I'm going to have to get on with this, because I've got to get to work in a bit. I've got to work my hours back.
Well then, ta-da everybody.
While sun shines out, I've got to make best of it. So.
Ta-da everybody.
Ta-da.
Nice to see you. I will be here again soon.
Yeah, they'll be back on videos.
Oh, weekend we're going out.
Yeah, we're going out somewhere. They come to Dales.
Dales?
Yeah, let's get up into Dales. I can have a bath with the door open.
Up to Dales?
Yeah.
You can have a bath with a view?
With the door open.
A bath with a view.
Right, so now, I've finally got this loaded. I'm going to put this on top, like this. How I'm going to show you this, I don't know. Because it's awkward enough. Right, just look out if you can. Look out for grease coming out of there if it... Oh, I've got to hold it on as well. Oh, come on, girl. Get it? Oh dear. Oh, is it? Yeah, she's coming through. Oh, it's all coming out back there. There you go, it's all coming out at back. Yeah, see, look, so that's one done. I'll clean that up in a bit. That's off. Then the bottom one, making sure I don't get this on my brakes. Same thing other way around. You can literally feel it going in. I can see it coming through now. Can you see it there? Oh, I want to get grease everywhere. You see the grease coming through just there? She's done. That's one side done. I'm going to get my cloth and clean all that up now. Oh, yeah, turning this off. Right, I'm going to have to do this bottom one first, because the top one you're just not going to see. It's at an angle actually. We've put an handle. I ended up with so much grease everywhere. I'm just really good about using cameras, to be honest. Get that one onto the right. Right, I've got it done. So it's been done, top and bottom. Top one, how some rate pressure it took, and then it suddenly just releases and you can see all grease come through. So it's definitely worth doing. It's worth doing, because them kingpins, if you have to have them done, it's not a happy place to be. But these are sound as a pound, thank God. So there you are, that's it for this one. Ian's not been on many of his videos, you've seen him, but he's not been on many because I'm getting the van done, and there's a lot of people in LDV world who've got either these or convoys or whatever, and there's a lot of jobs that people are struggling to know what to do. So hello if you've got an LDV. But Ian, obviously, eventually it's just going to be weekends who's going away. But while these jobs need doing, I'm just getting them done. And it all started when we went to Scotland, when alternator went, and I had to get the alternator in the battery and then come back, and I was finding other problems and other things went down. I think it seems to come in bunches. It happened before this, about a year ago. All of a sudden I got lots and lots of problems, and eventually it just gets so that no needs doing, and it just runs. Just check your oil and water, and that's it. But these old vans, if you're not willing to put the work in, don't bother, because it's going to cost you a fortune. So yeah, you'll be seeing more of Ian and me on weekends, going away to interesting places, not just me working on my van. See you in a bit. Thanks for watching. And there's the new head. How do you think? Nice? I'm still growing my beard. Right, I've had a bit of a strange one. Got back from having my haircut. And just I pulled onto drive, my glow plug light came on the dashboard, and I was like, she's taking mickey now, because sometimes my van really plays up. So I thought, right, what I can do here is try to reverse engineer it. Now I looked online and it told me things like, on this system, it shares the system. So that if I get a bulb out on the back, or if I get a fuse goes for my back brake lights, or if my back brake light bulb goes, then that light will also come on. Work that one out. And also, if I've got water in the bottom of my fuel filter, if you change your fuel, sometimes it can agitate and cause water to come through to the fuel filter. And I've just put the new that special diesel in, that magic diesel, whatever it's called, new stuff. So I thought maybe it could be that. But I also thought to myself, well, if someone's put, because on my van you don't push your button and it stays on for 10 seconds and then works. In my mind, you have to it's been wired in, so you push your button, and it after so many seconds you take it off and the van will start. So that's been put in line, which is there. It's just there. But also, if for that to work, it's still got to go through the old system kind of thing, unless it's been wired totally different, but this hasn't. It's got the original earth and negative and all that business with it. So I thought, well, it's got to have one of these in line, and if that goes faulty, surely that'll show a light on the bonnet, even though it's not having anything to do with the system. It'll come up as a light because that's gone faulty. So the system will say, oh, wait a minute, that's gone faulty. And for some reason right now I've forgotten the servo, no, whatever, glow plug, anyway. It's gone. So I thought, well, let me just check that. So I looked around underneath dash, I couldn't see out that resembled one, and then I found this hanging in the bottom, and then I looked above it and I found this nice little rusty spot, and then I took this off, I shook it, it's actually full of water. But this has got a number on it, so if necessary I can buy another one. But I took it off and I've shook the water out, and it's just filled full of water. And I've cleaned out the ends inside there, inside the connector, done it, and the light's gone off. So I think just by coincidence and back engineering how that electrics worked, I've sorted out the problem. So it wouldn't, you see, you can tell your glow plugs, God, we're on something else now, aren't we? You can tell your glow plugs are on all the time if you come round and grab the wiring and the wiring's red hot. But because obviously it's supplying heat constantly, because sometimes inside there it can close up. That'll be Ian phoning now. It can close up and weld up. But it's tempting, I've done it, so thanks, I just thought I'd add that on end.
Excuse me, do you have the time? Kingpin's greasy nipple. Not bad. Excuse me, do you have the time?
Forcing grease into it. Greasy, greasy. Nipples, nipples. Forcing grease into it. Greasy, greasy. Nipples, nipples.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Forcing grease into it. Greasy, greasy. Nipples, nipples.
Have the time?
Today I have to force some grease into its greasy nipples. King, pin. Greasy.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Nipples, nipples. Greasy. King, pin.
Time?
Nipples, nipples.
Time? Excuse me.
King, pin.
Time?
Nipples, nipples.
Excuse me.
Greasy king. Pin.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Greasy, greasy.
Excuse me, do you have the time?